Right, Leos, this is your love partnership reading for August of 2015. And your guidance card for your love relationships and your partnerships for August of 2015. Right, Leo, so your partnerships and your relationships start out with the need to bring a bit of childish innocence and joy and spontaneity and fun into them at the beginning of the month. If you do this, you will find that you will have some childish innocence, or childlike, should I say, innocence and fun and joy and spontaneity. It's necessary to reawaken this part of you about relationships. Relationships and partnerships especially can become a bit bogged down at times with responsibility and duty and all those adult words. Perhaps it's time to discard, let's say 50% of all that, and bring in a 50% of just fun and lightheartedness and joyfulness. Okay. And your challenge will be about wisdom. So channel into that wisdom, maybe use your inner wisdom to find that inner child again. Your inner wisdom to decide what responsibility and tasks and duties and all those things you can actually leave for a while, and those which you probably will have to keep doing. But use that inner wisdom to find joy and spontaneity and youthfulness in your relationships again. Okay. Bubbling under the surface is the Queen of the Bow. Okay, so there is responsibility there, and it's probably weighing a bit. And that's probably why you need to balance it this month with a bit of youthfulness and joy and spontaneity. Use that wisdom to recognize that some responsibility can't be avoided, but that doesn't mean that has to be the whole picture. It isn't the whole picture. It's part of it. Okay? Don't let it weigh everything down. And just about to surface is the fixer. Okay. So this is saying that responsibility can weigh you down so heavily that you sweep it under the carpet and ignore it. This is probably not the thing to do because it's bound to make a big bump under your carpet, isn't it? So if you perhaps have a habit of, for this one time, are going to be sweeping it under the carpet, the advice here is it's going to crawl out from under the carpet. So rather face this responsibility and deal with it. Okay. And perhaps the advice from the beginning of the month is maybe to use a little bit of lightheartedness in dealing with this responsibility. It doesn't have to be that heavy. Maybe a slightly lighthearted approach to solving it will go a long way in solving it. Okay, and your next step to take is the returning. So this says, so maybe a lighthearted approach will give you a different perspective on what the problem is. So the returning is about if you leave a situation for a while completely and come back to it again, it will give you a different perspective. So what this is calling for is for you to have a different perspective of what this responsibility is, what it is that's maybe weighing down on you a little. Look at it from another angle. Try and approach it with not quite such a heavy heart and see what a difference that will make. Okay. And then your outcome is the dreaming. So you guys can, after you've dealt with this responsibility, this duty, there's something in your partnership and relationships that needs to be dealt with, then you can dream a while. Then you have permission, you will have time, you will have the space to dream a bit, to do the things you enjoy, to do the things that make you happy, the things that make you feel good. And your relationship will probably undergo a time of feeling like that too. Lighter, happier, more open. Okay. And then your guidance for the month is vulnerability. Okay, so you're probably going to be feeling a bit vulnerable dealing with whatever this responsibility is. Recognize that that is just a feeling. If this duty, responsibility, or whatever it's weighing on you makes you feel vulnerable, realize that that's all it is as well. You have the inner strength to deal with this. It wouldn't be coming up if you didn't have that inner strength to deal with this. But realize that it does make you feel vulnerable and that you have the strength to deal with whatever it is. The vulnerability is just part of the experience, part of the learning experience. Don't let it scare you into not doing what you need to do. Okay, so that is your love and partnership reading for August 2015, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening.